things first, I'm gonna start boiling some water on my induction cooktop over here. We're gonna start off with my JJ sauce, which only has about 5 ingredients of them, and one of them is my secret Sichuan sauce that I'm actually gonna leave the recipe in the links below. First up, I've got some soy sauce. Now this is called tamari, it's just a darker soy sauce, but you can even use a low sodium soy sauce if you want. There's 4 tablespoons. All right, our next ingredient that we're gonna use in this is called tahini. Tahini is basically just sesame seed butter, just kind of like peanut butter. So if you have peanut butter on hand, use that instead. 4 tablespoons go in with that. All right, next up, we're gonna be using some chopped garlic. You can really find these any grocery store. It's already pre-chopped for you to make the ease of cooking just that much more exciting. I'll use about a tablespoon in here because you could never have too much garlic. And then next up is about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. If you don't have maple syrup, you can also substitute out some sugar. You could use coconut sugar, white sugar. You can even use agave syrup if you have that. But today we're gonna be using some maple syrup. I'm just gonna eyeball that there. And then, last but not least, we're gonna use this spicy, smoky Sichuan chili oil that I've made. It takes only a couple of ingredients. It maintains in your refrigerator for up to 6 months. I love adding it into stir fries and pastas and even drizzling it on top of my pizzas. It's amazing. I'm gonna use about 3 tablespoons of that in here. I just wanna give it a stir. All right. That was about 3. Okie dokie. I found these lids and they're perfect for camping because they're plastic and it can actually write on them with a dry erase marker. That way you can tell if something's about to go bad and keep it in your pantry for a lot longer that way. Just a tip. All right, before we actually add in some of our cooking liquid from our boiling water, I'm just gonna go ahead and stir this and set this aside for the time being. Smells delicious. All right, we'll set that aside. We're gonna make this delicious meaty bolognese, and I'm gonna start off with some shiitake mushrooms. So if you don't have shiitakes, you can always use baby bella mushrooms. You could use portobello mushrooms. You can even just use white button mushrooms if you want to. But the mushrooms give this a really meaty texture, especially with all of the seasonings and spices that we're gonna add into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the stem of all these mushrooms, and I just used a damp paper towel to take off any residual dirt. One tip is that you never really want to soak your mushrooms in water because it actually takes that elasticity away and makes them taste soggy. I'm gonna use about 2 packages or 16 ounces of shiitake mushrooms in this recipe. All right, so you just wanna chop them up nice and fine. And I'm just gonna make them into a small dice here. Now, if you're really fancy and you have a food processor on hand, you can skip this entire step and just throw them into your food processor and pulse it a couple times, and you'll have chopped mushrooms in probably less than the time that I'm doing this. All right, I'm just gonna set those aside. And then we're gonna be using some greens here that I'm gonna cook separately on the griddle alongside our meat and our mushrooms. This is some bok choy. It's an Asian cabbage, but again, I love to substitute things if you don't have it. Any green will do. Cabbage is great for this. Red cabbage is really pretty, and it's loaded with fiber, but my other suggestion would probably maybe use spinach, but the bok choy is delicious. It's fortified with a bunch of nutrients, and it's gonna cook up beautifully on our Blackstone griddle. I'm just actually gonna take the core off because what it does is it separates out the leaves. So it's a simple 1-step chop there. And I'll use 3 of these guys. These are baby bok choy actually. And then we'll set this core off to the side. I think my water's boiling right now, so we're gonna add in our noodles. See how we're doing over here? Oh yeah. We're gonna actually add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, so that way it separates all the noodles. All right, and I've got a pound of pasta here. Just be careful when you're putting it in your water. And that's gonna cook probably about 10 to 12 minutes, but we're gonna make sure that we reserve about a half a cup of that cooking liquid to put in our JJ sauce. Okay, so we're gonna let those cook for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna go over to our Blackstone griddle, turn it on to about a medium-high heat. We're gonna cook some of these mushrooms. Alongside of our mushrooms that I'm gonna be putting on the griddle, we're gonna use some plant-based meat because it's great to travel with. It's really good for sustainability, and it doesn't have any cross-contamination, so you don't have to even worry about that. So let's put this on the griddle at a medium-high heat. First things first, on the left side of my griddle, I'm gonna split this off into basically two sides so we can cook the meat and the mushrooms on one side, and we'll cook the bok choy on the other side. So I'm gonna be using a couple tablespoons of that chili oil from earlier and just drizzling it right on our griddle. Turning it down if it's too hot. And then we're just gonna add our mushrooms right on top of there. We're gonna also add in our plant-based meat over here. Get a spoon. You could use whatever you'd like. You could use ground beef, you could use turkey, you could use plant-based meats. And I'm gonna grab a griddle or a spatula, and we're just gonna start cooking that all together here. Got some minced ginger. I've got some garlic, soy sauce, and a little bit of rice wine vinegar. And if you don't have the rice wine vinegar, white wine works just fine, or just some water. Okay, so now that that's cooking over there, on my other side of the griddle, I'm gonna throw on our bok choy with just a little bit of chili oil, and I'm gonna steam that for about 5 to 6 minutes. Separate them out. They really don't take that long. You just kind of want to do this at the end when everything's already almost cooked. Again, we're gonna use just a little drizzle of that chili oil. And then I'm gonna top it off with a lid, so we're gonna let it steam for about 2 to 3 minutes now. All right, back over here to our meat and mushroom mixture. It's about done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off my range on the left side here, and we're gonna let this stay at about a medium heat just to finish cooking off our bok choy. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna get our meat off the grill, and then we're gonna check on our bok choy. Oh, this smells delicious. Do a quick check here. Steaming well. Just a little color that we want on this. And then I like to travel with these little plastic water squirt bottles. So I'll just squirt a little water. These look perfect. That baking soda really helps to keep them separated so they don't get sticky. All right, I love pasta. And then I'm just gonna take about a half a cup of that cooking liquid. I'm actually gonna add it to our JJ sauce that we made earlier. So we're gonna add about a quarter cup to a half cup of this hot cooking liquid that we reserved from our pasta noodles. Just gonna put it into our JJ sauce. It's actually gonna thicken it up. And that way we can space this out between like 4 to even maybe 6 bowls of pasta. All right, again, we'll let that set aside. And now we're just gonna turn off our bok choy and build our bowl. We're gonna just take some of our sauce that we made earlier and pour it into the bottom of our bowl. I'm gonna use about maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons of it. It's your bowl, so it's your call. That looks good. Perfect. You really want them to sop up those noodles. And then you would think we would do all this next, but what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna put our noodles in next. So See, now normally if you just did this without the baking soda, these would be sticking together, but they're not sticking together at all. Lots of noodles. And then we'll do a little bit of our fun meaty mushroom mixture that we made. And that cooked up perfectly on that Blackstone griddle. And again, this is your bowl, so you put on as much or as little as you want. I like to save a little extra for the next day because all those flavors really come together. And then of course our bok choy. It has that lovely chili oil on there. This whole dish is nothing but beautiful smokiness, a little spice, but a lot of good. All right, and then finally, just to top it off, I've got some Sichuan peppercorns that I went ahead and crushed up already. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on. It just makes it a little bit more fragrant. And then we're gonna add in my favorite thing, just for some crunch, is some peanuts. You can go ahead and chop them if you want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put a handful on. Now these are dry roasted peanuts. Just like that. And then to finish this, you can't go wrong with a little bit of extra chili oil. Really brightens up this dish too.